Is Larry Bird better than LeBron James? Let's find out.
Titled When the Game Was Ours, written by Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan shared his 100% honest opinion about Larry Bird. He said, "People ask me all the time who my top 5 players are, and when I start saying Larry, they interrupt me. They say, 'You've got to be kidding me. He can't play with LeBron James.' I tell them, 'You guys don't get it. Larry is far better than any small forward who played the game.'" Wow. Now, the lazy person would chalk that statement up to Michael Jordan being a LeBron.
Hold on, real quick. Now, when I start my videos, I always start off with the same process. If you are an NBA fan, let me know why you're an NBA fan. Who do you look up to? If you're here for Larry, make sure you write Larry Legend in the comments. And we really want to figure this out. If you're here for LeBron, let me know. If you're here for Larry, let me know.
On hater.
He's not even looking at the. I think he was looking at Michael Jordan.
I was thinking the same thing.
Michael Jordan's a little left of that Charlotte bench. I think that was a look at Michael like.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly
he was looking right at him.
But not too long ago, this was common knowledge.
If you give me both these guys and you say you can start your team with either Larry Bird or LeBron James,
you're taking LeBron.
I'm taking Larry Bird and I'm
not.
taking my chances.
No,
Thank you
you're
very
not.
much.
You know why?
Wow, that's a strong statement.
On the planet, in a league with Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas,
Wow.
Dr. J. He was the best player in the world when the NBA was at a greater level. It ain't the same NBA. This sucker won 3 straight MVPs.
Let me ask you this. Would
Magic couldn't get through him at one point.
the best player in the world right now?
I believe he would.
Oh, he'd be better than Kevin Durant.
I believe he would. Yes.
Wow.
No, he wouldn't.
Hold on. What do y'all think about this argument? Because it's heating up. I already know that this convo is going to get a little bit deep. Okay. The reason it's going to get deep is because I need to know why. Don't just give an answer. You got to give us a real answer as to why you believe Larry and why you believe LeBron.
Okay,
Larry Bird, if his back didn't give out on him, if he didn't have surgery, if his body didn't fail him, we're having a whole different conversation about Larry Legend.
Wow.
I'm sorry. He had it all.
Wow.
So,
Ooh, it's getting spicy.
LeBron James. And for the record, if you ask me who I'd take over 20 years, I'd take LeBron. But if you ask me who I'd take for one season, it gets very interesting.
Wow.
Because I'd take a 1986 Larry Bird season over any
nasty
performance from any player that ever lived. And if you ask me who I'd take for one game, or better yet, one shot, well, I'll let someone who actually lived through the Bird era tell you what they think.
All I know is one game from my life, I want Larry Joe Bird taking my last shot. That guy from French Lick, Indiana.
That's
game
crazy.
on the line, free throw, 3, jump shot, whatever it was. I'll take Larry Bird any day or any night over especially LeBron James.
Now, if you're still a Larry Legend denier, I'm about to tell you how one shot changed the course of history, helped rewrite the narrative of an entire generation, and almost made Larry Bird the undisputed greatest of all time.
That's crazy.
Now, time and time again, Larry Bird came up clutch in the biggest situations.
Max looking, loops it to Bird.
Wow. Nasty. Can I get a nasty in the comments if that was nasty? That was nasty. Wow.
Trailing by 1, 2 seconds left. In the Bird.
Nasty. Wow. Wow.
So in the 1987 NBA Finals versus the Lakers, when Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics were trying to repeat as NBA champions, Celtic Nation came to expect it. And in Game 4 at the Boston Garden, with the Celtics down 2-1 in the series, the game came down to the wire.
Yo, I love classic basketball, man. I want everybody in the comments, if you I love it, man. I love it. I love it way better than what's going on right now, man. I love it.
Boston 4,
I love
LA
it.
2.
Hey, I could watch it all day, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
5 now, and they almost tied up Harris, and they lose.
Uh-oh.
Cooper. It's a 3-on-3 break. Cooper with a 3 and hits it with a minute and a half to go. A long time ago. Kareem.
Wow! That was nasty! That was nasty. Wow. That was nasty.
And coming out of a timeout, Larry Bird, as confident as ever, tells his defender, James Worthy, exactly what he's going to do to him.
He would come out of a timeout. I remember this one time. You might have heard this before because he did it with a lot of people. I had to guard him. You know the player's coming, but he would tell you it's coming. With DJ handling, Mikhail's going to set up a pick for Robert. That's only to free him up to come and set a pick for me. And he says, if you trail, I'm going to trail into the lane to a little floater. He said, if you try to get over the top, he said, I'm going to pop to that corner and bust a jumper in your fucking face.
Wow.
I'm like, fuck.
Wow.
You. I'm all up on him. You know, I got his shirt tail. I'm holding it. You know,
wow.
You know where I'm from. I'm from Gastonia. I mean, he ain't talking. He ain't gonna. Sure enough, man. The ball comes in. DJ takes a couple of dribbles. I'm quick. I'm quick enough. I think I can get over the top. I get over the top. I get out there. But
wow.
He pops to the corner and I'm running. He kind of waiting, you know.
Wow. Money.
He was an asshole.
That's money. I told you. Nasty. 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 Nasty.
With the Celtics up by 2, Kareem comes down and gets fouled with 8 seconds left. He makes the first and misses the second.
Wow. Wow.
One Celtic rebound could have sealed this game, but the ball goes out of bounds and the Lakers get the possession. And with 7 seconds to go, the Lakers still had life. Just 3 years earlier, in the 1984 finals versus the Celtics, Magic Johnson choked in a similar situation, earning the nickname Tragic Johnson.
Wow.
This time, he was ready.
My man switched to Kareem, and Kevin McHale jumped out to me. As soon as I saw Kevin, I said, oh, I'm taking him.
You know, Magic puts it on the floor, a couple of head and shoulder fakes.
Hook.
He raised up in the
Hook,
air.
line, and sinker.
And there was nobody that was going to get that shot.
Hook, line, and sinker. Nasty.
Down by 1, with 2 seconds on the clock, Larry Bird and the Celtics find themselves in a situation they've been in many times before.
Johnson on the inbound.
Oh, nasty! He missed it.
What do you think happened?
He missed it, though.
Now let's give this shot some context.
He missed it.
For 2 years straight, the Boston Celtics had the greatest home court advantage of all time.
He missed it.
The prior year, in 1986, the Celtics finished with a regular season record of 40-1.
Wow.
This record still stands as the best regular season home record ever.
Wow.
Yes, better than Michael Jordan's 96 Bulls and better than Steph Curry's 2016
Yo, I swear to God, I did not know that, bro. Like, I found out some things about Larry, bro, and the Celtics, bro. That's crazy.
2017 Golden State Warriors.
Wow.
And if you include the playoffs, they were 50-1
Oh,
at
my
home.
God, bro.
So for everyone who thinks the 96 Bulls and the 2017 Warriors are the 2 best teams of all time,
no.
At home, Larry Bird's 1986 Celtics were better. Let that sink in.
That's
Someone
ridiculous.
asked me the other day, they said, it's the toughest arena you ever played in. And I said, Garden, Boston. I said, they were almost impossible to go in there and beat because you could not make a mistake with them. Those guys made you play, and it was him. Like, he was a savant on the court. Like, just a savant, like 2 plays ahead on everything. And so, please, let's not forget how hard it was to go into Boston and beat a team when Bird is in his prime.
Unfortunately, the Celtics fell off that following year in 1987. They were 39-2.
Oh my God, bro.
So including the playoffs, for the last 2 years,
my God,
the Celtics were 99-4.
Oh my God! All right,
this means
statistically,
there was a 96% chance that potential game-winning shot by Bird was going in. Now, what do you think happened?
It missed.
Well, they set up a great play. Bird walked Worthy all the way up, forced the denial all the way up.
We've done it before. Clear everybody out, go to the ball, and break the corner.
Max looking, loops it to Bird.
2 seconds left. In the Bird. He fires. Yes!
Wow.
Bird, a runner.
Yeah, he's so nice. He's so nasty. Look at the team. Bird missed that, baby.
He caught it here, and as he caught it, all he had to do was turn. He just turned, and he just let this thing go.
Bird fires it.
Got a wide open look, couldn't believe it.
And I'm standing right there. It is straight as an arrow.
Wow. Wow.
Dance off the court.
Wow.
They were lucky because it was right on line.
Wow.
He looked at me like, how did you ever leave me that wide open?
Wow.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yo. See, Larry's so disciplined with this that shot still affect him to this day. To this day, he's like, man, that shot is all out, man. Yo, Larry's the god, man. He's a legend, bro.
Every time I watch that
He's a
shot,
GOAT for real.
I still think it's going in. Larry thought it was going in.
Yeah, that's
Magic
crazy.
thought it was going in.
Wow.
Pat Riley thought it was going in.
This is crazy.
If Larry Bird took that exact same shot in that exact same situation 10 times, he'd probably hit 9 of them.
Yeah.
And if Larry Bird hits that shot, then the series is tied 2-2. And with the next game at the Boston Garden, there's no way you can convince me that this Celtic team, with the greatest home court advantage of all time, led by one of the most clutch players in NBA history, doesn't win that next home game.
Oh my God.
So instead of being down 3-2 going back to LA and losing those NBA finals, the Celtics would have been up 3-2. And with all of that momentum on the Celtics side, all they needed to do was win one game in LA to give Larry Bird his 4th title.
Wow.
Add another Finals MVP to his collection.
Wow.
Become the first team to win back-to-back titles since Bill Russell with the Celtics in the 60s. And silence all doubt on who won the Bird versus Magic rivalry. One shot could have changed everything. And the conversation about the greatest player of all time would have been very different.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Larry Bird at his best, LeBron James at his best.
Oh, I gotta go with Larry Joe.
Wow.
I gotta go with Larry Joe.
You take Larry
my
Joe.
God.
Larry Joe for the win.
When Reggie Miller said that, it was headline news the next day because the media fawns over LeBron James more than ever. But to many Larry Legend truthers, it wasn't a surprise at all.
Nope.
Skip, Reggie would take Bird over LeBron. Do you concur, my friend?
I do concur. In a hypothetical draft, would I take him over LeBron James to start my franchise? Yes, I would. And I don't think it's even close.
Now, you would think that Skip Bayless, as the ultimate contrarian, would be challenged by his co-host for such an opinion. However, this is one of the rare things that they 100% agreed on.
That's
crazy. In terms of leadership, in terms of clutch, in terms of shooting ability, and overall championship credentials, not just trophies, but a mentality. Larry Bird gets the nod over LeBron James.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that right now about 80% of our viewing audience does not agree with either one of us.
Well, all that means is that they don't know anybody.
They don't know.
Wow.
I would love to pick LeBron, but in terms of clutch, money time, there's no contest. He's not even in Larry Bird's class.
Wow.
Not even close.
It's not even close. If you like stats, here's Larry Bird versus LeBron James season stats.
Wow.
And both are at the age of 30. Larry Bird averages more points, more rebounds, more assists, and has a higher field goal percentage.
This is
so when someone asks you, what is Larry Bird better at than LeBron?
Oh.
You can say pretty much everything.
Oh my.
Is he ahead of Larry Bird?
No.
No. What was Bird better at?
Bird's a better shooter. It's not close. I think Bird is as good or better as a
Wow.
passer. A much more fluid, much more natural.
I want to know, both of y'all, like y'all just seen the stats, bro. 30-year-old, both at 30. That was some amazing stats.
Passer than LeBron James, a creative passer. LeBron James, for a superstar, he's as good a passer as anyone outside of maybe Magic and Bird. Bird was a better passer. Bird's a better rebounder. The fact is that Larry Bird didn't stay healthy, and the fact is that basketball is played so differently now. When it comes down to the end of a game in a championship series, I would rather have Larry Bird have the basketball.
Well, duh. Is there any way on earth you would take LeBron James over Larry Bird in the clutch?
There's no way on earth that I'd pick him over Larry Bird in the clutch. I can
Wow,
tell you that much.
nasty.
Larry Bird was not just a superior shooter from anywhere on the court, just like you highlighted. Not only was he a near 90% shooter from the free throw line, which LeBron could never brag about, but when you talk about money time, whether it's a particular juncture in the season where you're trying to position yourself for the playoffs, or you're talking about the last minutes of a game, or you're talking about the last shot in a game, or you're talking about a game 7, or you're talking about anything that indicates clutch, you simply can't pick LeBron over Larry Bird because you can pick almost no one in NBA history over Larry Bird. When it was money time, you knew where the ball was going, and you also knew there was little to nothing that you could do about it. It was just a matter of whether or not Larry Bird was going to make it or miss it.
But even despite all of those numbers, to those who actually saw Larry Bird play, the eye test is all they need.
I know there are other numbers that will support you on LeBron. I may lose this, but you know what? I'm going with these, all 4 of them. And I watched that dude dominate an era that had some of the greatest players of all time playing. Wow. This isn't a diss on LeBron. I'm not dissing LeBron. I love LeBron. We both love LeBron. Everybody appreciates how great he was. But as time passes, it's easy to forget how great Larry Bird was.
So all of that said, right here, right now, Larry Bird remains the greatest small forward ever, period, end of story.
Now, we're going to have a debate in this comments. Please do not leave your opinion if you're not going to give us facts. Based off that fact, at 30 years old, it just kind of showed me a lot. It showed me a lot. I'm going Larry all day. Clutch, Larry Bird all day. I'm going with Larry in the clutch all day. Let me know who you will go with in the clutch. Please subscribe. I'm at 36,000. I want to get to 1 million, and I'll see y'all on the next one. It's going to be spicy in these comments. I already know it's